Rashad, why you
Anyways,
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lead
What's up,
in it,
Rashad?
yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey,
Let's
Rashad.
get right to it. 9 games in 18 days, Paige Bueckers asked. This is from the Sports Rush. Shout out to the Sports Rush. This is from Nakeem Khan. But Paige Bueckers, she urges the WNBA to prioritize player safety in the new CBA. If you guys saw the game tonight with Dallas and Washington, I believe that was the only game played tonight. And Paige sat out because Paige is coming back from injury and things of that sort, and she's trying to manage her injury and things of that nature. So, with that being said, let's read it. This was written by who? Nakeem Khan, once again. All right. The WNBA has grown astronomically in the last 2 seasons. Friend recognition is at an all-time high, and the league respect is scoring. But the problems do persist. The Women's National Basketball Players Association and the team owners will meet after the 2025 season to discuss the framework for a new collective bargaining agreement. Some areas require more attention than others. The main change players are fighting for is wage increase. The average salary. Hold on, come on, twin. What are we doing now? The average salary in the WNBA is $147,000. All right, I see what Sports Rush is on. It's all skipping all over the page. $147,000. That is a big drop off from the NBA's, which is $11.9 million. Although that will be at the center of the CBA negotiations, it isn't the only problem the WNBA is experiencing. In comparison to other major sports leagues, the WNBA is still in its infancy next season, which will mark the 30th anniversary. When the NBA reached its 30th season in 1975, the league still hadn't gone through a popularity boom. That wouldn't happen until a few more years after Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. The WNBA is now witnessing the players like young stars Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Bueckers have captivated, basketball fans across the world. Now that more people care about the product that the W is pushing, the next step for the league is to show their appreciation for the players. Bueckers, the Dallas Wings rookie sensation, had only played 12 games in her young WNBA career. Despite her brief introduction to the league's current CBA, she understands the importance of establishing a more player-friendly agreement going forward. Quote, there's a lot of things going on into the CBA, which I'm learning, Bueckers told the Nalisophy podcast. It's all about player safety and taking care of players. As things currently stand, the WNBA season doesn't cater to the utmost well-being of players. This doesn't come from a place of malice but poor scheduling. The burden is distinctly noticeable with incoming rookies. The 2025 WNBA draft took place on April 14th. In less than a month, teams began participate in preseason games for the 2025 season. That threw Bueckers, who hadn't gotten much rest following her national championship run with UConn, straight into the fire. The 6-foot guard endured a grueling stretch of games early in her rookie season, which she insists must change in the future. They have 9 games in 18 games. The WNBA schedule is insane, Bueckers proclaimed. There's a good chance Bueckers' issue will find resolution, considering the league's expansion. The 2025 campaign welcomed the Golden State Valkyries. The next season will introduce the Toronto Tempo. More teams means the league will be able to space out games more efficiently. You would think. And then the league does something like play 7 games in one day and 0 games the next day, and play the 7 games at the same time. So even staggering within the day of having one game at 1 o'clock, one game at 3 o'clock, one game at 5 o'clock, one game at 7 o'clock, they'll go one game at 1 o'clock and then 5 games at 7 o'clock. It makes no sense, bro. Bueckers isn't the only player who has struggled with scheduling. Los Angeles Sparks star Kelsey Plum gave insight of why many players in the league have struggled shooting the ball as of late. She said, "'Cause we're tired." Dang. Wow. Yikes. Dang. This is it right here. Everyone wants to talk about Caitlin Clark shooting 1 for 20 from 3 in our last 3 games. But did you know Sabrina Ionescu, 2 for 17 from 3. Paige Bueckers, 2 from 17 from 3. Marina Mabry, 2 from 17 from 3. Kelsey Plum, 4 for 22 from 3. Enrique Ogumawale, 4 for 17 from 3. Chelsea Gray, 7 for 28 from 3. and Brianna Stewart, Stewie, 6 for 20 from three. The entire WNBA is in a shooting slump, and Kelsey Plum said because we're tired. The WNBA will has its hands full when the season is over as they take the necessary steps to elevate the league to the status that they've been working tirelessly towards the last 30 years. They are finally witnessing. Hold on, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? They are finally witnessing the fruits of their labor. Okay, so there's that. There's is that it? Yeah, okay. All right, let me see what SSB said. He said, "Do NBA players play 9 and 18 days?" Probably. NBA players have mad back-to-backs, bro. I know during the lockout season in the early 2010s, 2010, 2011, they did 3 straight days of games, 100%. Yeah, I remember that. But the NBA, they probably do nine games in 18 days. Because I remember, bro, like I don't know. It's just a lot of back to backs. It's a lot of home and homes now, and it's gotten worse. I feel like Adam Silver has tried to space it out a little more. Like the season goes a little longer, however, and the season starts a little earlier now. But like they got the in season tournament, and if you make it to Vegas in the in season tournament, the final 2 games, the semifinal and the final, don't count towards your 82 games. It's just a lot of things I think that's kind of just nasty with how the NBA is moving for the sake of, money and things of that sort. Like how we got, what did we get? We got for the first time introductions in the NBA finals for the first time since what they say 2013, 2012. And they did that just to get less commercials and stuff like that, more commercials. The reason why they weren't filming it or airing it in the first place and things of that sort. So, yeah. I don't think it's possible to have a more spread out season with the amount of games. Yeah, they will have to cut down on the amount of games, which Cam Johnson was actually advocating for in the Young Men in Three. A few NBA players have been advocating for it, and a lot of players have just pointed out the Achilles injuries and stuff like that. There's been mad Achilles injuries in the NBA, and so they want fewer games. But like just like the NFL is going to like 17 games and 18 games and keeps going up and up, like capitalism and money rules all. Cash rules everything around me, right? Cream, get the money, dollar bills, y'all. So it's like it just is what it is, bro. Like it's tough, but what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You gonna be like, hey, stop making those extra $2 billion. It's over with, buddy. That is over with. All right, next thing next, where we at? We are reacting to streamers. So, background on why I'm reacting to streamers. I usually do. Oh, hold on. SSB said what? Old heads might not like this, but the game today is more running, more fast paced, and more travel. Yeah. That's the thing, bro. I remember I was talking to my dad about it, and I said the players are asking for fewer games. And he said, fewer games? How about you just like stay in shape more, like be in better shape? But the game, like you said, is much more fast paced now. It's run and gun. You running the whole time. The reason why the scores are so high scoring now, and it's not necessarily just defense or like a defense. It's just coaches have gotten so smart with their play schemes. There's multiple YouTube videos out there about this, but like they've gotten so smart with their play schemes and the style of play. Like it's not the way that it used to be of just like set the screen, dribble over here, get the ball, wait for the man to get to the spot, pass it to him, boom goes the dynamite. It's no longer that in basketball. It's like this person is running off ball actions for this person, and this person is in turn the crosses down underneath the paint, and then that cross is going to turn into an elevator screen. Like there's so much in basketball now, a bubble screen on the side, and you got stagger screens here, hero, and it's a lot, bro. Jump shooting also takes a lot out of your legs, and obviously with the 3-point line, which is different and new in the game and things of that sort, like and Steph Curry's success, a lot of people are shooting, as you guys hear all the time, but shooting threes like the whole game and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a different game, bro. Like it's kind of set up for people to be hurt more. So I think Therefore, you should kind of adjust to that, in my opinion. Will they? No, because it's like asking for a couple less $1 billion, which, they probably lost a couple million from airing the starting lineups in the finals. But bring back the inflatable Larry O'Brien, life size Larry O'Brien out in the tunnel. It just makes it feel like the finals. And then, like everybody else said, put the decal back on the court, bro. You're talking about players slipping on the decal, and then the dang in-season tournament looks like a video game. I remember when Tyrese Halliburton was like high stepping and everything like that in Atlanta, and the final score was like 134 to 140, and it looked like a video game. It didn't even look like a real basketball game, and that kind of torched the Hawks like regular season. It was weird, bro. This was a couple years ago, like when the Pacers made the run in the in-season tournament all the way to the final against the Lakers. So yeah. Yes, back to this. I'm about to react to some
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother. Front lit.
What's up,
in it,
Rashad?
yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.